Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Ain't Your Grandma's playlist,
Yeah, it ain't.
the newest and improved music podcast of the century where we have all the hottest takes.
And the best takes. Everyone else's opinion is wrong. Just think we should point that out there.
So today we'll be talking about a lot of different music, as one does in a music podcast. We're going to be talking about a great cast of characters. We got Weezer, Cardi B, Mario Judah, and Rebecca Black on the docket today.
Hell yeah. I can curse, right?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm your host, David, and here's the other host, Demit.
The co-host.
The other host, Demit.
The other, what
the fuck? All right, so Weezer, new album. Okay, yeah. Human.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we should just, run down our thoughts on each track because, we know each other's thoughts, but I think we got to just dive into these tracks and really explain our feelings. So tell me, David, what do you think of the first song, the opener, All My Favorite Songs?
Well, it's not my favorite song off the album. I'll tell you about that. All right. So I thought the first song was good. I think it's a little too generic compared to everything else in the album.
Yeah, comparatively, all my favorite songs was it's really catchy, but it's not as memorable as some of the other songs, and it kind of sounds like a bittersweet symphony at times, just like that old classic 2000 song.
Yeah.
And once you hear it, you just can't stop hearing it.
But, yeah, I honestly think that from tracks 1 to 6, it's like a 10 out of 10, to be honest with you. But then once you start getting after that is when it starts going down a little bit. But those first 6 tracks are just amazing. I mean, All My Favorite Songs is as cheesy and generic as it is, it's still a pretty good song. Alo Gooby or Gobi.
Yeah.
I
don't know how to pronounce that.
Alu Gobi, another dope song. It's just kind of talking about just mundane routines, and it's really fascinating what they do with the strings and the horns, and a lot of these songs too are really, really tasteful. And I kind of noticed it after my 5th or 6th listen through.
Yeah, the second track, I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I have a fear of mispronouncing, but it's just so good. I always have it stuck in my head, even though I don't go through a mundane life, but just that idea of what's happening to me, the way Rivers is crying it out. I don't know. It touches your soul. You really get touched in the soul.
Yeah, for sure. And then after that, you have Grapes of Wrath, was just another fucking banger.
The Audible ad?
Yeah, basically the Audible ad. I don't know what.
Song.
It's a good song, but just come on, man. You really did that to me.
He's trying to make you buy Audible. YouTube wasn't enough. He needed to go out in front and say, you know what? I think you'd enjoy listening to Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah. Then we got let's see. Then we got Numbers, which is just beautiful. I didn't even know Weezer could do that.
Nobody knew Weezer could do Numbers.
Yeah, but which is interesting. Looking at the track list really quickly, all these songs are really short, or not really short, but they're kind of typecast, normal length of a song. For instance, the shortest actual song, not filler, in this album is 117, and then the longest is only 351. Whereas if you go on to the Blue album, most of the songs are minimum 3 minutes.
Yeah, and then the longest one is
8.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, so they're really doing a lot. They're not doing much, but I think it's better this way for this album because if it just went too long, that'd be too much.
Definitely. It just works so well with the length that it is.
Yeah.
But Numbers is just, that was beautiful. It's a beautiful, fantastic piece. I don't know. There's something that it captures that perfect level of like relatability, and you also feel, I don't know, numbers are, every time I hear that like song, I kind of get small goosebumps, and especially like at that end where they like have that moment of silence. You know what's coming, but it's just so
Yeah.
tasty.
Yeah, for sure. It just
And
kind of like it's long too. It's so shockingly long.
yeah.
It just I hear the sound.
Yeah, exactly like that.
It's
But
just it's like you know it's coming. It's super long, and it's just like the whole song and the way it's kind of just built up, and the harmonies right before it are like a really good push into the next part.
yeah, then the song playing my piano. All right, so I have some takes here about playing my piano. I've got some takes. I got some hot, spicy takes. I think
Yeah,
playing my piano, well, I think it's a good song. I think it's great, but I think the chorus is a tad weak for me. I don't know.
really.
Yeah, well, so like, you hear these the verses are so beautiful. That instrumentation, it sounds like it's straight from like an orchestra that you would go to, like, sit down and see. But what you eventually hear, I don't know, just hearing Rivers then say like, I'm playing my piano, and then like it's a good song, but
Ooh.
it sounds like a meme. It sounds like a meme.
I guess so. I mean, the song is kind of. I mean, the man says that he hasn't showered in 3 weeks, and he's kind of neglecting his family.
He really does. It's I mean, I still love the song, and but I think the chorus, I don't know. That chord progression just sounds like something that would be straight out of SNL at times, and it kind of gives me it's just a very small part that I don't like, but I think it's a fantastic song and I love playing.
It reminds me of like a Broadway musical,
Yeah, definitely. I
like
mean,
that
that's
middle section where like a cup of Java. It's like it's just
ooh,
so like Broadway.
yeah, it's that Broadway section is with the like woodwinds, those tasty
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bring woodwinds to pop.
Then we got Mirror Image, which
Ah,
might be the most emotional track on the album in ways, just based off of the lyrics alone. Because
definitely.
there's not much lyrics to it, but it's very deep.
It is. It really hits you, and especially there's like I, you start relating, not completely, but I don't know. It really hit me hard when I heard it,
It's
as
good.
it does with most people.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, what the fuck? We just came off of the Black album, the Teal album, and Pacific Daydream, and now we have this.
it's such a it's fantastic. I don't know. It caught me off guard. Um, and that first half right there, that's like your side A of the vinyl. That's your
Yeah,
nice side A. And then, uh, as much as I love Weezer, they always have to, like do a. All right, so with the next half, I don't think Screens is that bad of a song. I really don't. When
I don't either. I thought it was a pretty good song. It's just the only thing is like Weezer. I mean, not Weezer. Rivers is trying to really sound like the Unabomber. You know, like he's really starting to like become a luddite in this song.
yeah, his like whole thing like with everyone staring at their screens.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and that was one thing, like if you're a music nerd, like most people, not a music nerd, but you're in the loop. Fantano's opinion on this was like, uh, I don't like that this is a boomer mentality. But all right, so I don't think the sentiment is entirely awful, but it's like, I don't know. I have some like I was like listening to this song with my family, like the album because they wanted to hear it. Um, and right when that song came on, it was kind of ironic, you know.
yeah, yeah. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's just so it's good. I like it. It's just that the what it's about is just like all right, like this is a boomer moment.
It is. It's boomer time.
Yeah. And then we
um,
got Bird with the Broken Wing, the longest track off the album, which I think is really, really good. I think it might be one of the best songs off the album.
I did too. I thought it was fantastic, and again, I'm gonna bring up the bald man, because I gotta trash the bald man here. Uh, he was like saying this is a dull song. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
I thought this was really, really good.
Yeah, it's such a emotional song that just, especially that chorus. That chorus is so fucking
Yeah,
catchy,
yeah,
and
it's really good.
just like I don't know. It reminds me a lot of High as a Kite from Black Album.
Yeah,
Like it
like the
has that.
only good song off that album. It's like they gave us that song as a teaser, and I was like, "Fuck yes, let's go! This is gonna be hype. This might be like the next Pinkerton. Let's go, boys!" And then they hit us with that instead.
The Black Album.
Yeah,
Overall, the Black Album, I have like it's a very confusing album. Like there are some decent songs on there, and I
like
recently
one.
listened. I don't know, Can't Knock the Hustle. I thought was kind of catchy, and then a controversial take for me on the Black Album. I think California Snow bangs, but it would have been a fantastic album if the whole sound was just like California Snow. Hot take.
All right, well you're wrong.
No, just think about it. Weezer EDM album now.
No, no, no,
Weezer EDM album. Not even
no.
EDM. Like I don't know. There's something about those synths that it I don't know. I felt like they could have pushed that sound and it would have been fantastic. Like watch, naysayers will say right now like awful idea, but just wait till the Weezer Violet album comes out and it's completely electronic and it blows your mind. Just wait.
Okay. I mean, I Weezer can come up with anything. I feel like it's like a good album every 1,000 moons at this point, you know? Or
Yeah.
yeah, or not that'd be what every maybe not 1,000 moons, but every like, long period of time there's
Like
like a decent album and then like they have bangers on them.
yeah, you'll always have good Weezer songs. Probably what I think is you'll probably have at least one good album per decade.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to put it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we had Pinkerton came out in 1990 something.
96.
Yeah, so we have two good Weezer albums in the 90s, none
Two,
in none in the 2000s.
so 2000s, if I'm like, I'm looking at the Spotify. All right, I liked Red Album. I'm gonna say it.
What is wrong with you?
I liked Red Album. There's some creepy songs on it, but a majority of the songs I really enjoyed.
How could you
Uh,
like the Red album?
the Greatest Man That Ever Lived. Oh man,
That's
that's
like the
very
worst song.
no. It's meant to be such a bad song that it's so
You
good.
can't say that, bro. You cannot say that.
I can say that as a person on the Weezer subreddit, we voted it as the best song off of the Red Album. It's Weezer's
How can
Bohemian
you
Rhapsody, as some call it.
how can you say stuff like that when there's songs like Thought I Knew and Automatic on the same album?
I mean, those are the only song I think that is really awful, like on Red Album. Well, there's two. There's Everybody Get Dangerous. That just sounds, it sounds like a meme. Cold Dark World is creepy. That's creepy. It's but the rest of them are actually pretty good.
You like
Especially
Thought I Knew and Automatic?
I think they're okay.
They're not good.
But what about The Angel and the One, Miss Sweeney, Pig, The Spider, and King?
I'm just so distracted by Automatic and Thought I Knew. I don't even remember what those other songs sound like.
All right. Well, what would be your good album of the 2000s from Weezer? And it's Green up to Ratitude.
Oh my god, there's so many to pick. Which one should I choose? Let me see.
I mean,
Um,
you could say Green. I wouldn't knock you down for Green. I swear if you say Maladroy, I'm gonna
Maladroit. That's like the hipster's choice.
yeah. Like hipsters are like Weezer was peak at
You know what? Ratitude. That was the best. I'm telling you, bro.
you're a Ratitude sympathizer.
I think the Green album was probably the best.
Okay, it's a solid album. It's a commercial hit. It was a good
Like,
era.
yeah, it was like, yeah, it was decent.
But I haven't re-listened to the entire Weezer discography, but at the moment, I might say that Ratitude might be better than Make Believe.
You don't like Make Believe? That's like the best one.
I don't know.
Beverly Hills.
It's also really long.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 45 minutes.
Yeah. Once you go past the 30-minute mark, then Weezer
Uh,
starts getting bad.
yeah, but
Oh.
anyway, got off topic there.
Yeah, but okay. So then we got Dead Roses.
That's a beautiful song.
Very edgy.
It is, but it
It's
needs to
like
be edgy.
it's like Rivers listened to like or heard that My Chemical Romance was making their comeback and was like, you know what, I gotta compete.
It it was a needed song off of the. I think Weezer needed to put in some edge in there. They needed some,
This
because
is wait what?
oh no, you go.
I was gonna say this is the song that has like probably the intro with the horns is really really tasteful. This is like one of the other ones that just has really good horns.
The production, just overall, this production is so fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, Everything happens for a reason isn't, just the beginning. Which, all right, so I've actually, I don't know, I need that intro before I listen to Here Comes the Rain. There's something about it. There's something about it.
Yeah, like to be honest, I would have been happier if they just connected both of them.
That's true, but you know, maybe there's some meaning for there. They just needed the. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will make a video essay eventually or something, and I'll find out. But whatever. But Here Comes the Rain. What do you think of that track?
I think it's probably the cheesiest song off the album. Or not cheesiest, but like one of the cheesier ones, along with all my favorite songs.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It reminds me a lot. I'm a huge Ben Folds fan, and the first thing I listened to is I like the piano part. I was like, this sounds like it's straight off a Ben Folds album.
Remind me of
And
like Billy Idol.
Billy, I heard the comparison to Billy Idol, but for me, it's Ben Folds. It is Ben Folds, and I swear there's probably a song that sounds exactly like "Here Comes the Rain." I just have to, just like the beginning piano part.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. I thought the song was fine. It's probably okay. It wasn't my favorite song off the album. I don't have it liked on my Spotify playlist.
oh,
I have every other song other than that one.
oh,
So then we get to or every other song except for Everything Happens for a Reason and Here Comes the Rain. Because like you said, you kind of have to listen to both
yeah.
if you want to like get the decent experience for it.
And
But
then the closer.
yeah, the closer, La Brea Tar Pictures. I think it's a fine song by itself, but not the best or like, the
It
better songs.
it works as a closer. That's what I've like. The more
I
I've
don't
listened,
I don't think so.
you don't. I don't know. For some reason, for me, it works as a spicy um closer. Like it's not a memorable track, but it kind of just closes the album, and ending on that like really weird dissonant chord at the end. That's like the moment I live for. I live for that dissonant chord.
I thought that this song was probably like the worst one they could have left off on because it's just I didn't think the closer it was closing as well. Over time, I started to get more used to it, and I think the song is better than I thought it was on my first listen. But I think the ending is just so of the whole album is just so dry in a way that it's not the best ending. It could have ended it a little better. The song by itself is fine, but just like as a closer, these last couple tracks weren't
Mhm.
as good as like the beginning, which is like such a good part of the album. And I'm of the opinion where like you can stick the takeoff, but if you don't get the landing, then it kind of ruins a lot of things because it's like leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, and like looking at the other like I guess we can like call it now the big five for Weezer. Looking at Everything Will Be All Right and White Album, the last two amazing albums. Endless Bummer was a great closer to White
Yeah,
Album.
yeah, very true. That's the only thing I like. I like OK Human more than the White Album, but the one thing the White Album has above OK Human is the ending. It's just such a good ending.
Yeah, White Album's ending just God, that's beautiful. And also even Everything Will Be All Right in the End has one of my favorite endings out of the Weezer discography because of that trilogy of songs. The like I forget what it's called officially, but it's I don't know. I've wanted to see Weezer go in that path for a bit, but I think they're still discovering that sound slowly, like the very last three songs of that album.
Yeah.
Um, but Weezer is, I don't know. It looks like right now they're at a renaissance
Don't
again.
say they're good. Don't say they're back.
They're not
No.
back. There's one more thing to wait for, and
No, and I've oh well, actually going back to endings, Pinkerton and the Blue album had really good endings. Side note, thinking like Butterfly and
oh
Only in
shoot,
Dreams is just like my God, I can't think of like better ones.
those are beautiful endings,
Yeah,
especially Butterfly. Butterfly ending
yeah,
is, damn, I forgot how good those endings are.
yeah.
But uh, you
But
know, Okay Human, much better endings than Black Album and um
I think they're just much better album in general.
yeah, Pacific Daydream. I think the main issue with that album is, all right, when you listen through it, it's not that bad, but it
No,
just, hear me out.
no,
Hear me
stop
out.
this.
Hear me out. uh it just sounds like B-sides off of what, like songs that were cut from White Album because they weren't good enough. And so they made a compilation of it. It's none of the songs are as good as White Album. Period. But that's what it sounds like when you re-listen to it. It sounds like a summer album. Just think about it. Mexican Fender, that could have been off of White.
No, it's all just so bad.
You really hate
Pacific Daydream is just not a good album. And I'm
but
like, and like right now I really like OK Human, and I'm
mhm.
pretty sure I'm gonna like in the future. But Van Weezer is coming up, and I'm already not the biggest. I like Van Halen, but I'm not the biggest Van Halen fan. So I'm have my expectations like mid to low just based off of like my disinterest in the sound.
Yeah. The sound is, I've listened to the the singles so far.
Yeah,
Which, all right, I'm not sure if there are three or two out because they had The End of the Game and Hero, and I like both of those songs a lot. Um, and then they had Beginning of the End, which is a good song, but I'm confused if it's a actual Weezer track for like the album or if it was just for Bill and Ted Face the Music.
I think it might be on the album.
Okay,
Who
because
knows? I
it
mean, it
also
has
says,
the Van Weezer sound.
yeah, but it also says like it's an edit, so I don't know. Maybe it'll sound different on the album slightly. That's what I'm
That's true.
assuming. But I'm looking forward to Van Weezer as of
I don't know.
now. I,
We'll
it,
see.
it, I read the interviews. It was literally written because Weezer got told they're going to be on tour with Green Day and
With
Fall
Green
Out
Day,
Boy,
yeah,
and you can't really perform "Okay Human" at a stadium.
yeah, that's true. Um, yeah, but overall, album's good. Finally, another decent Weezer album. I give it a 9 out of 10, just despite the bald man.
Yeah, spite the bald man. Fuck bald man. Sorry, bald.
uh, no, but in reality, I would give it a 9 out of 10, even if the bald man didn't gave it any lower. I than an 8 out of 10. I think this album is just really, really good. All
Yeah.
the tracks are bangers except for a couple here. The only other thing I did, like, I wish they had done
Mm-hmm.
was that they kept the whole thing continuous. But like we talked on the side about this, and you were telling me how like they had to flip the disc for the vinyl, so it makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So it could have, maybe in the future when Weezer does like, I don't know. It seems like now we see that Rivers has the ability to make something really cool, and he's like finally doing, like, White Album's a good album, but it wasn't as Okay Human is just, I don't know.
It's just new. There's so much like new sounds to it.
Yeah. And I think Rivers is now showing that he can experiment outside of like what we're used to from Weezer
Yeah,
and create something fantastic.
yeah,
Everyone's already saying that this is, Okay Human is obviously on the big five. Everyone agrees. Big five, which is
yeah,
nice. It's nice to say that Weezer has five good albums.
yeah. And even that like in like some people's opinions is the third best. Like out of like for like I say it's the third best. I definitely think it's better than White, and everything will be all right in the end. So the fact that like Weezer just out of random dropped an album that's like all of a sudden the third best, and some people like in my opinion, it's just like, oh shit.
It was surprising. I
Yeah.
was expecting it to, I don't know. I'm
I was expecting trash. When you told me that you pre-ordered the vinyl, I was like, that was a mistake.
You did. You thought I made a mistake. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I thought like, okay, Weezer has to release a good album now. It's time.
That's what like you say every single time.
All right. I thought I did. I did not pre-order a Black Album or all right. Teal album.
Oh no.
I've got some opinion. Teal album's not fantastic. I barely listened to it through. Right. The only reason that I'm actually upset at Teal album, I saw Weezer on tour once, and half of their set was from the Teal album.
Yeah, that's what I was watching. After this, I was watching a bunch of videos of Weezer playing live, and most recently, most of their set is like covers.
Yeah, because the Teal album did numbers, and they're like, "Fuck, guess we're a cover band now."
Yeah.
And this was during the Black Album tour. It was called the Black Album tour, and they only play one song off of Black Album.
Yeah, it's odd. I was hoping,
yeah, and they roulette it, right? I got the unlucky roulette for what Black song they played.
Oh no, what'd you get?
I got Living in L.A.
Oh, that's not. Oh no. If only you had gotten like the only good song off the album, High as a Kite.
I would have been okay with Can't Knock the Hustle as well. That would have been that. All right, think about it in a stadium context. That would have been pretty.
All right. I'll give it to you. Fine.
Yeah, you give it to me. Even bald man likes that.
All right. Well, the story is, I think you said 9 out of 10 too, right?
Yeah, I agree with the 9 out of 10. Very
9
much.
out of 10. Good album.
Listen to it.
All right. Now some new music coming out, or not? That's already came out in the past like month or so. We're just catching up. Probably next week we're gonna talk about more weekly tracks, I guess. But first, first let's do Cardi. Did you listen to your Cardi B song?
I did listen to the new Cardi B song.
What did you think?
I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's as good as WAP. I don't know. I liked WAP the more I listened to it.
I feel the exact same. In my notes, I wrote not as good as WAP or WAP.
Yeah, and it kind of has that. I don't know. When I listen to it, I'm like, if it's WAP or WAP, I just wanted to listen to WAP after that.
Yeah, because like that. I was like, man, this fucking song sucks. Like I thought WAP sucked, and then like as I listened to it over and over, I was like, damn, this song is actually kind of fire though, and it's really like it's like funny. It's like really good.
Yeah, it's a good song. But Cardi's releasing some interesting stuff. I don't know. I'm expecting a new album ish soon. It's about time for her.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, on this new song, oh, by the way, it's called Up, if you're wondering. The flow is good. I wrote down my notes. Flow is good, beat is good. I wrote some of my favorite lines down. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. And also another one was, he nutted in my butt, and I told him I'm glad that you came. I think those two are probably when I heard those lines, I couldn't help but chuckle a little bit.
What about pull up on your bitch like excuse my French?
That was good too. Yeah, the only thing I didn't like, I thought the beat was it was good, but it's just kind of the same thing through the whole thing, where it's like WAP changed throughout and it like kind of formed into a different thing as time went on.
Yeah, it's I'm curious what Cardi's gonna do. I'm very curious.
Yeah.
It's but I think we need to talk about, our man, the man who's coming. The man who's ready.
I don't know.
You don't know the man?
I don't.
The rising rock star?
Oh. Okay, wait. Wait, you're going too fast. All right. My rating for Up.
How do we want to rank singles? It's a single. You can't rank it out of 10. Like,
so do you want to do out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I give it a 3.5 to a 4 out of 10. I mean, out of a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, out of 5. I'm more out of 3 to 3.5 out of 10 personally.
I thought it was good, but like you said, WAP is just such a good song that like it kind of made this one not as good.
Yeah,
because I could find myself listening to WAP at any moment, whereas the other one is just like, oh, it's playing, that's fine, but it's good.
Yeah, but oh boy,
Oh, now
Mario.
now for the rock star, Mario Judah.
Oh yeah, Mario Judah. He's here. He's doing
He's
some shit.
he's been found. He's finally in the rock star life. He's done with the Playboy Cardi stuff. He dropped Whole Lot of Red, pretty fucking good. Like short little 4 songs, still pretty fire. The production was really good. But now he came out after that with I Cannot Love You.
Okay, so um this song is all right, is it just me or was this like beat? I don't know. It's kind of hard.
Ass.
Yes.
It's not. It's like he had songs like Die Very Rough and Biya,
Yeah.
and like those are so fucking well produced. It was insane. But this one is like you hear the synths in the background. It's like someone new whispering to you across the room in a party. It's like it's like I guess I hear it, but I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it was not a good not a good song. Not
Yeah.
and you know, I know like why he released it. Apparently like his girlfriend cheated on him and he just was like I need to drop a song. And you know, I understand, man, but this song is not like the sentiment I understand, right?
Yeah.
But fuck, he all right, if this becomes like a because we have not gotten a Mario Judah album yet. We have not
No.
received that. We have not been blessed. So Mario Judah, listen, if he's gonna like,
We're talking to you directly.
talking to you right now, if you're gonna release an album and it's gonna be, have like Die Very Rough and all these great songs, if you put in I Cannot Love You, fix it. Fix
Yeah,
it.
do something about it. Like remix it, do something.
Don't
Cause yeah,
release
cause the trap beat was super fucking generic too, and the bass. Oh my god, the bass.
it was abusive.
It's like the whole time was like, boop, boop.
It was
Just like
so
it was just so loud. It's so like it's just like not good.
Mario Judah, please.
It's two out of five, 1 out of 5,
Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be a one. It's a one.
one out of
But
five. Yeah,
it's time for he also
it's time to rock.
I, I enjoy that. All right, that one, when it's so weird to see like these songs like released what like a week apart.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like it's weird. You listen to I Cannot Love You. It's one of the it's not a good track. But then you listen to It's Time to Rock, and you're like, okay,
it's like just so cheese though.
it is.
It's
But
so fucking cheesy. Like the whole damn song is just. I liked it, but at the same time, it was like, guy, you're saying like most of the song. It's like one of his longer songs too. I think.
yeah,
Let me check out a whole lot of red. No, Big Ya is his longer. Or it's his long. Oh no, Figgy Freestyle is his longest song. Big Ya is 2:8:38. But like stuff for his rock and roll stuff, this
but
is
yeah,
one of his
It's
longer
Time to
ones.
Rock is a pretty decently. Yeah, it's yeah, I'm enjoying his voice. I like that voice that he's pushing. I think that can be like a voice we hear like in the popular world soon, maybe. But yeah, it's got some. It's
Some
not the best. It's
it's good. It's not as good as Die Very Rough. Because like Die Very Rough, I heard
Die
it and I
Very
was
Rough.
like, it was stuck in my head. Whereas like this one is like I heard it once and I was like, oh, this might get stuck in my head, but it didn't.
It's decent. It's Time to Rock is just. But I like that Mario Judah, he's out finding his own sound. He doesn't have to copy Playboy Cardi anymore. Or like
He's left the circle.
yeah, like Playboy finally dropped. His mission is complete. He did what he wanted. For
Yeah.
the better or for the worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was good. It's really repetitive, really cheesy. I was hoping he'd change up like at least the way he said it's time to rock at some point, but it's just kind of like copy paste almost.
Yeah. And maybe in an album context, it might like I don't know. It can work in context, I think, if we get some more context to it. But at the moment, as a single, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the bass was so much better on this one. So much better production.
The entire production was just actually again,
Yeah,
you can tell I Cannot Love You must have been made like in what? Like
like a night.
an hour or two.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
like
just
I was really hoping Judah would have more verses on It's Time to Rock. Like I said, because he had really one and then It's Time to Rock over and over again. But I mean, that's fine.
yeah. But how would you rate this song? How would you rate this Judah, our
I
man Judah?
3 out of 5 to
That's
3.5.
decent.
I thought it was
I'm not,
fine. I thought it wasn't the best. Like, yeah, I'd say three actually. 3.3 out of 5.
I think it's a solid three, just like right in the middle.
Yeah,
It's
because it's
it's
fine.
right there.
Yeah, what made me laugh though was like in the middle of the song there was like a Fat Albert moment. Like just it just like I think maybe it was Tess X just started like talking like Fat Albert, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening? Why did this happen?
It's I don't know. I'm interested to see what Judah's gonna bring to us, Mr.
Yeah,
Judah.
yeah. All right, and finally for today we have Rebecca Black's new song,
Hey,
Girlfriend.
I really fuck with this song. I
I
don't
did
know.
too. I was shocked. I was expecting something really generic, and I was like, oh shit, this is actually pretty decent. And I listened to Friday right after, and
Yeah,
I was like, holy shit. Like obviously she's really young and she is gonna improve, but like her improvement is like insurmountable. It's so much.
yeah. She started like, she's becoming her own artist. Like I was expecting. I'm really excited to see Rebecca's career right now because she recently like did a song with
Dorian
Dorian
Electra.
Electra.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
about to bring that up too.
and I love Dorian Electra doing a lot of cool shit with hyperpop right now. Um, they are one of the just what a great artist.
Yeah, I was really hoping that Rebecca would go into hyperpop after hearing that Dorian Electra track.
Yeah, and Rebecca still might. I think this song right here is just I don't know. It's just catchy. It's good. I
It's
think
fine.
Rebecca, she needs to get. I think she wants to get some of that mainstream appeal for a bit, just like But
And
I
then
don't
go
know.
full Charlie XCX.
Yes, join Charlie, Rebecca. It's time.
Yeah, but I thought the backing music was really good. I thought it was pretty like fun. The
Yeah,
lyrics are, a little basic, but that's fine. It's a pop song. It's not like I'm asking for like a huge ballad. Production was good. But like I said, her vocals really improved. The new sound is just I like it a lot. I think it's really good.
yeah,
I thought the ending was a little odd. It's just like the ending could have been a little better, but overall, I thought it was fun.
yeah. And what I'm interested in is like, now that we see Rebecca, like she's coming back, like when you look at her Spotify, you notice like, wait a minute, she's never had an album at any point.
Yeah,
So, like, she's had singles and stuff. It's clear that she's been like trying, it looks a bit, but I think we see her now coming back in full swing. Like, we're about to get something. I think we're about to get an album or something. I don't know. I'm hoping because,
maybe. Yeah. The song doesn't have too many views on Spotify, or it has like two around a little less than 300,000, but like still, I think she'll probably drop an album soon.
I think that's a good amount of numbers probably compared to how she used to do.
Yeah.
Um, and at least she's not being like viewed as like, you put out the worst song ever. It's
Yeah.
now, so we're getting. I don't know. I think she's escaped that meme status of, putting out Friday. It's so weird. I don't think of Friday like ever anymore until like I listened to Edgelord with Rebecca Black, and it took me a while to remember where do I know this name.
Oh, I never forget. I never
You'll never
forget
forget.
Friday.
So, but how would you rank Girlfriend?
3.5
3.5.
out of 5. Yeah, I thought it was better than It's Time to Rock.
It is
So
better.
if I
Yeah.
give It's Time to Rock a 3, I give it a 3.5. I wouldn't give it a 4. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just because it's just starting out and she's just getting into it, and like it's not the best song, but it's like not a bad song at all.
It's not a bad. I'm gonna say this is her start. I don't know if I see like another single that has the same, like picture. I think that's a good single cover right there, or album cover. Honestly, I could see that being like if you see the single art. I don't know. It just looks like this is.
Is this what we're talking about?
Yeah. So yeah, yay, Rebecca, show us what else you have, please, por favor, because I don't know. Anyway, I think now it's time for our last little segment thing where we'll discuss what album is for next week, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, okay. So every week we're gonna suggest an album for y'all listeners to listen to, and then next week we're gonna discuss it and talk about it. We're gonna switch off. So this week I'm picking. So I went through a lot of the albums that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them came up. A lot of decisions were made. But I think I want to talk about
All right.
Jane Doe by Converge.
Oh boy, Jane Doe
Now,
time.
yes. Now there's so many other albums that I was thinking about doing, but this one is just like, yeah, let's do this one. So if y'all guys want to listen to it, it's a hard album to listen to. Let's just say that right off the bat. It's a lot of noise, but it's really really good.
It is. It's all right. Well, I'm not gonna say too much, but I'm excited
Yeah.
to get back into the listening of Jane Doe once
Yes.
again.
We'll give y'all a week to listen to it, and then we'll be right back, and
Yeah.
we'll
Is
be
it time for the
discussing
poo poo
this and
intro?
that.
Is it time for the poo poo outro? Just like, what if we like make the outro like the reverse of the poo poo intro?
Oh, I don't know. Oh my god.
Just like put it in reverse.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
all right then. What was the name of our podcast?
Oh shit. Not your grandma's playlist.
Oh yes, yes, yes. All right. Thank you for listening to Not Your Grandma's Playlist.
Oh yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back next week talking about Converge and maybe another album that came out around that time recently or new tracks.
Yeah.
All right then. We will see you all next week.
Adios.